Talkin Sauce, episode 102.
So 102.
Big milestone.
Huge milestone.
Great milestone.
Probably the biggest milestone.
The best milestone. And we definitely have a bit for it this time around.
Yeah.
Just stick around for that. It's coming. It's going to be epic. It's going to be
it.
huge. It's going to be huge.
It's cold.
Yeah, it's sunny though.
It's not raining.
Thank God.
The rain's finally ceased.
The
It was
sun-
Seattle in this bitch. It was like Twilight 4 in this bitch.
It was like fucking. It was like fucking Forrest Gump.
Clouds and
dude.
rains
Just
for real.
fucking Rain for 2 straight weeks.
Nothing but rain. It was gonna build an ark. So much rain. But you know, weather still in Texas is wiling. It's still cold.
For real.
I mean, as the snowstorms stopped, is like that's over. It's just the recovery process that's.
I want to say
fucked.
yeah. I think so because I think that whole winter storm was like supposed to move up and hit us, wasn't it? And then like this past
we just
weekend,
got rain.
yeah, and it was just like nah, we're just gonna
Right.
pee all over you. And Mother
Is that what
Nature
that
just
is?
peed all over. Yeah,
That's
you know
what that
I'm
is.
saying? Yeah,
Get pissed on, kid.
yeah.
They're
but
playing
the
us
power,
in gunfight.
the power companies down there, dude, fucking. I mean, dude, I've seen people get
Just
charged
robbing
like
motherfuckers.
15, like literally making like buying a car to pay for a month of power to keep their refrigerator on type shit. Like, it's crazy.
And you know that's a great example to me where like capitalism does in a sense fail.
Yeah,
Right.
the free market fails. It's fucking.
We talked about it before we started recording, where in Texas, in a sense, it does function well when infrastructure is working.
Yeah.
Because you introduce all these different private companies, creates competition, creates some jobs.
I think the article says like 220 power companies you have to choose from.
Right,
in
so
Texas.
that gives you a lot of options. I know for us, we bitch about having limited options, at least as it comes to like cable providers, the internet providers. You know, you're
Fucking
limited
Spectrum and Duke.
there. You know what I'm saying?
That's it, baby.
Buy it or get fucked.
Yeah, all that. And yeah, but with the snowstorm that they were never ready for, yeah, I guess because like you're saying, fucking the cost goes straight to the customer.
Yep, there's a
no
lot of
middleman.
a lot of power companies, which works well. You know, kick it back wholesale. It's like buying when you buy like fish and stuff at
Yeah.
those nice restaurants. So you buy at market price, and they're like some days you know you might be able to get a lobster for
This
not
fish
bad.
was hard to find.
Yeah, there was not a lot of this fish today.
These
So it'd be
volts
expensive.
are hard to get.
Yeah, they are.
The volts weren't biting today.
for real.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but so motherfuckers are. I mean, the thing is though, is that no one's gonna pay them, and no one's gonna be. I don't think anyone's gonna be forced to pay these bills. Were they
I
gonna
don't
turn
know.
the power off?
Yeah, it might.
Power's off, bro. Like,
they
power's
might.
off.
I've just been. Yeah, I've seen.
I don't know.
Well, if people were enrolled, if you were enrolled in like auto pay, and you just happen,
shit.
and you happen to have a chunk of savings in your
or
savings
you
in your
have
bank
you don't
account,
have overdraft protection turned on. You're
Yeah.
you're just bam.
Yeah, they're just gonna show
You're
up
getting
like,
hit
well,
with
they
like
owe us.
$10,000
Yeah.
overdraft fee or some shit.
I can't, dude.
Yeah,
you
it's-
just
Talk
imagine,
about
like,
anxiety.
for real, just having like one of the worst times of your life just already because of what's going on, and then it's like, oh yeah,
Unless you're the
also,
cruises.
yeah, yeah, fucking, then you can just head on out of the state, but then also it's like, oh, you owe somebody fucking 20 grand. And from the article I read to the company, the little bit of credit they have, they did tell their customers ahead of time, like, listen, we got this huge storm that they think's gonna hit. If we were you, we would switch providers because our like costs are wholesale. Whatever it is what it's gonna be. And I mean, but some people, you don't get that. I'm sure they send a fucking letter in the mail. You just don't see
Right.
that letter. Some email in your email box is full of bullshit.
I let my fucking my delivered mail. I'll go like 5 months without getting that. Like, don't even open that shit.
Yeah, no, I mean, yeah.
If you're still sending, you know who I hate the most?
Who's that?
People who put businesses and companies who still try to put fucking little pamphlets and shit in your door. Because that's just like you're literally just creating litter. Not a single
Yeah.
motherfucker in
Yeah.
2021 is getting the pamphlet in the door on their mat and going,
Oh, I'm
I
going
need
to
to sign
Wegmans.
up for this.
I'm
I need
going
to
to
go to this
Wegmans,
gym,
dude.
this grocery store, this fucking Chinese restaurant, this massage parlor, whatever.
Get $2 off, dude.
This nail place. It ain't a thing.
It's not.
You're a dick.
Yeah.
My apartment complex is just covered. When that happens, it just becomes like a fucking...
It just covers all the walkways.
Yeah.
Because everyone opens the door, it falls down. Like, well, I'm not going to touch
And it's a pandemic.
that.
You think someone's... I don't know, a grubby-ass motherfucker coughing on that shit, put that in front of my thing. It's not like that motherfucker was wearing gloves and a mask and shit.
For real.
You know what I'm saying? Anyway.
I agree, dude. Fuck all those companies.
Fuck them.
Fuck them.
Fuck those small businesses.
At the end of the day.
I just get my email, harass me like a normal person does.
They'll just delete that shit, send it to spam.
I did. I'm such a fucking petty piece of trash. I found myself the other day looking a person up on LinkedIn because I keep getting these emails from some person. Now, I'm gonna name Rachel Greenberg. All right,
Okay.
You are a scam artist.
Okay.
Not to I don't know what the fuck her deal is. But I keep getting...
It's like the immediate backtrack.
I keep getting these emails for something about signing my teen. Like, I have a teenager signing my teen up for some camp or some sort of, like, business camp.
Okay.
It's like entrepreneur camp. And that's apparently what this person does. They run some company. I'm not going to give that credit to the...
Yeah.
They run some company that does... I don't know. I don't fucking know. But
You gonna sign your kid up, dude?
I don't have a kid.
Send Ralphie.
You sign Ralphie?
I don't have a teenager.
Just send Ralphie out there, just a dog.
I get like
a tie.
I get like 5 of these a week, like once a day. And you keep unsubscribing. You know what I'm saying? You reply to them. They just keep sending them. I don't have a teenager.
My LinkedIn in so long.
No, this is to my email. So I tried to find this person on LinkedIn because I'm a sick fuck. And I'm like, I'm gonna message. Yeah, I found them.
What'd you say?
Need premium to message them. You need premium. Who they got a premium LinkedIn?
Is that? I didn't even know that was a thing.
So, and that's the thing. Like, so companies that will do that shit they'll fucking harass you electronically, and then make it so you can't tell them to stop.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Put up all this. There's no phone number on there.
That's five.
Ain't no fucking five
That's
head.
five head, dude. Yeah.
That's bullshit.
You got to find a low.
So pissed off.
You have to find like a low-ranking employee that hasn't set their shit up to be.
There's only 5 employees. All of them are on premium, Jacob. I've tried all of this, my friend. Don't think that I'm not that cat.
Damn,
I will
where are they
fucking
located,
sleuth.
dude?
That's a good question.
Dude, maybe they're located in Texas. You could do a little 2-for-1. You know what I'm saying? Do a little 2-for.
Easy. Easy. You got me out here on the fucking Tiger King.
Criminate. Just go there, knock on the door, like, hey, can you stop sending me emails? And then, you know.
Like, straight up, I did see that on the website you can book a call. I'm about, if I get one more email, I'm gonna book a call. And they're gonna get a fucking earful, dude. I'm even gonna, I'll even talk to them for like a good 20 minutes. Like, oh yeah, I got a kid. His name's Jeffrey. He's super interested in this. Like, sir, you sound like a child. Like that's neither here nor there. I have a child. They're interested in your program.
You ain't got to be a man to have a kid. That's rule number 1.
Yep.
So
shouts out your boy.
Damn.
Shouts out your ex-bandmate.
Damn.
It's a cold world.
It's a cold
shouts out
world.
a lot of people we went to high school with. Unplanned pregnancy.
Shout him out, dude.
Yo, I'm literally that. I'm not like hating from outside the club. Like, that's me. Like, I'm hating.
I'm judging.
Like, mom and dad, I think, loved each other, but like...
This podcast taking a weird turn.
They didn't get married. Like,
speaking of unplanned pregnancies, Kim and Kanye.
Let's go. So, dude, transitions are still on point.
Still on point.
That was a test, and you
passed
passed
it. You passed
Thanks,
it, dude.
Yeah, no. So Kimye is finally no longer a thing.
Yep.
That's my favorite thing about. I'm just gonna keep derailing every topic. That's my favorite thing about celebrity couples is the combination of names: Brangelina, Kimye, others.
What's your favorite thing about it?
Yeah. Well, like, what else can I relate to in it? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know these people personally. I just go, oh, that's a cool little compound word you did there. It's like they did the fusion dance. They're like, go cheetah and shit.
So what would be your celebrity couple name, dude?
What, Megan and I?
Uh-huh.
Jagan?
Jagan. Mosh.
Mosh would be pretty good. Because Jagan sounds like, I don't know, man. It sounds like jelking. Remember, wasn't that a thing?
You're gonna have to explain me.
You don't have to explain it.
Do you know what joking is?
No, but it sounds disgusting.
It's definitely like a masturbating thing, but it's you know.
Is it jerking off in jail?
No. Jail king. I think it's like the idea is it's supposed to make your dick bigger. I think is like what. I don't know the process.
I wouldn't know
I've just
about
heard
that.
like the A and B. But Jeggin sounds
You're like,
like
does he have a
it's-
big dick or a small dick? I don't know.
but,
What's the deal?
but Jeggin sounds like an offshoot of that. Like, you know
It
what I'm
does.
saying?
No, it does.
Dylan, what's your celebrity couple name, dog?
Dakota.
Damn. Damn, yeah.
Or Dylan. Damn.
Yeah, damn.
What about
That's
you?
really fucked up. I guess it would be Jexy or Lacob. That would be or I guess her actual first name is Alexis, so Jalexis. I don't
I like Jalexis.
That's hard.
Alexis.
That's hard.
Jalexis was probably the best out of the three.
Why don't you go by Alexa?
Alexa.
No one uses that.
No, that would never be an inconvenience, dude. I'm a Google household, bro.
I see how it is. I see how it is.
You know,
I let the government listen to me a different way than you.
Dude, you know you can't get Google Homes on Amazon's website? Like, you can't get them on Amazon?
That makes sense.
That makes
It
sense.
does make sense, but like it's one of those things. Like, I was looking for it for.
I mean, I tried putting the Android OS on this thing. It don't work. So, I mean, I tried.
But I was like looking on Amazon for a Christmas gift, and I was like, man, why can't I? Oh yeah, they got like their whole own thing going on now. So
Come on, Amazon.
come on.
I mean, maybe that's something that'll change now that Bezos is out of the picture.
Well, I think didn't they have some sort of merger thing?
With who?
Like Google and Amazon on like their home.
No shot.
Amazon combined with somebody. I forget who though.
It was just another smaller company.
Probably,
Google's,
but like
Google's still up there.
no, for sure,
You know what I'm saying?
for sure,
But
they're the best.
Google?
Google.
You just gonna stand Google? Like,
Yeah.
fuck Google.
All
We're
right.
on YouTube. Like,
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. I'm not upset
everything's a Google account though. You sign in with Google or Facebook.
Yeah, for real. It's kind of crazy. Like when you really compare those two companies, that like Facebook's even.
You
like,
can go on like the most like non-legit porn sites. Not that I do, but you'll be like sign in with your Google account. You'd be like, well, hold on.
Whoa, you're like fucking
I
no.
don't want to link this shit. Come on.
Oh
You can add it to your fucking bookmarks, like your widgets.
man.
You'd
Yeah.
be at work on Chrome, like, oh shit,
It just anything you click, it just pulls that website up. That's their whole thing.
forgot. Got a widget for big tits, round asses.
.spunk.
Oh shit, dude, that totally happened. I was fucking talking with Lexi, and I looked something up on Reddit, and then just hit the back button, like just to like go back to my homepage, but it just went to like the last thing I was looking at on Reddit. Straight up porn, bro. Just straight up porn.
Hey man,
I was like, oh my bad.
What's up?
Sauce?
Like, r/what, bro? R/what, bro?
I like our options now for porn.
Okay.
They're just like it's
There's a
all a
multitude.
vibe, right? Like you got the Pornhub vibe, you got the Reddit vibe,
Mm-hmm.
you got the
You
fucking
can go on Twitter if you're crazy and you don't want high quality videos.
who does that?
That's what I'm saying, dude.
That's more for like mobile.
Yeah, I mean, but then even then, go on Reddit, you know.
Oh, Reddit.
Redgifs.
I don't even know that one.
That's what if someone posts like a GIF onto Reddit.
Oh, that's what it's called.
It's like if it's a porn GIF, yeah, like the website that it's sourced from is
Got you.
Redgifs.
Yeah, okay.
The
Very
more you
good.
know, dude.
You're just you're
I'm really
schooling
sad
me right now. You have a partner.
Yeah. Red GIFs.
We watch it together.
Use code sauce. Yeah.
Who gets all the houses? I know that the house that Kanye owns on the property in Wyoming is I think that's in his name, but I believe Kim owns all the adjacent land.
Probably wasn't Kanye like $1 billion in debt? That can't equate to a good credit score. You know what I mean? You don't.
I wouldn't know.
Yeah, well, get $1 billion in debt and see what it does to your
I've been
credit score, dude.
Trust me, I'm working on it. I'm just
They
not
just
there
won't
yet.
give me any more credit cards.
They won't. I mean, fuck the Kardashians though.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Just as a whole, right?
Just as an idea.
As an idea, right? You know what I'm saying?
There are our royal family, dude.
They're basically
I wanted to read this quick Reddit chain I saw walking up
back
here.
to Reddit porn.
Someone was like talking shit about Kim Kardashian, how she's not cute. Someone commented. Hold on. Someone commented was like,
I would smash like
Yeah.
you smack."
unequivocally,
Yeah.
Someone goes,
expeditiously.
yeah, no, they all don't look good, especially after the guy worked, especially Kim.
They all
and-
got hotter after work. Like,
especially Kim and Kylie. Someone was like, but Kendall though, she can get it.
the
And
one who
someone-
looks like a dude.
Someone goes draft neck, and then someone goes, I'd lick the shit out of that draft neck. I just wanted to share that with you. Anyway.
Thank you for that. My life was missing something, and that's what it was.
Yeah,
So,
but objectively, I mean, they are
I'd smash
attractive
Kendall,
people.
too.
They have they've
Beautiful
changed the way that people
I'd smash
look.
the mom, Chris.
They
Gorgeous
literally
woman.
they literally changed the way that like human beings look.
And the
Like,
other one.
everyone
That's
attempts
true.
to look like that.
Every
now.
single
like a
white or
certain
white
type
passing
of person.
individual wants to look like
Yeah,
them. No,
a
that's
certain
that's,
like L.A. Like they changed the like the landscape of L.A.
That's a
New York,
100% a
Instagram. Like yeah, it's kind of crazy.
giant fake asses.
Yep, big old fake lips. Y'all remember that Kylie Jenner lip challenge thing that people were doing?
Where they were putting their fucking lips in a vacuum cleaner.
Yeah, and then just like it would, people were like
They were
bursting.
getting medical conditions. Yeah, they're like popping blood vessels. Going, am I pretty now?
Y'all see Chrissy Teigen ate an orange or whatever, and her lips like blew way the fuck up. I mean, it's
Is she
definitely
allergic to oranges?
I mean, no,
or-
it's definitely it's got to be like filler gone wrong. Like that's what it just has to. It has to be that. But she was like, "Look at I ate an orange and look at my lips." But
Why does she catch so much shit online?
she's a little annoying. I think it like she's very like that like kind of virtue signally mic drop like sassy response.
While also not being relatable
Yeah,
because
so
of her status.
yeah,
Okay,
it's kind of
fair enough.
But
I'm unbothered.
I mean, I don't rage post at Chrissy Teigen. I don't even
Shouts
know
out
when she tweets.
John Legend.
Shouts out John Legend, dude.
Just doing his thing.
Just
Looking
ordinary people.
like 26 for the rest of his life and
For
shit. Dude.
real,
It's kind of
dude.
fucked up
For
how young he
real.
looks.
For real, though.
Money keeps the wrinkles away, dude.
That's pretty much the thing.
It's pretty much a thing. And we're trying to get some money. So please follow us on Twitter at Talkin Sauce Pod. Like, subscribe to this video. We got the Scrum every Wednesday. And this is a podcast.
Hasn't made us a dime so far.
Hasn't made us a single dime, but we're working our
Maybe
way
if enough
up,
of
dude.
you do
We
it.
want really, you guys should hype us up. So all the shit we talk, we have to see these people in real life, and it'll be really uncomfortable. And then they can dunk
But it's
on us.
content
But it's content
for
and
you
that's,
guys.
And you guys want to see us fail and get shit on, and these Hollywood elites can do that. So
Marketing.
please get us in contact with them. I'm trying to move to Costa Rica with Logan Paul, dude, or Puerto Rico. I'm trying to move to Puerto Rico with Logan Paul. That's
You just
really
pick up all his sloppy seconds.
yeah,
Or like
yeah.
even like within his whole entourage, you're getting like sloppy sevenths.
Well, yeah, well, just like and of his entourage. Like we need guys for the content team. Who does Logan Paul think's not good enough for him? They're probably good enough for us. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
You don't do good enough work for him. Well, you got much lower standards over here.
You are looking at sellouts.
Yeah. Just waiting with bated breath. Just
That's
when
hilarious.
will the bag come and who's going to give it to me? I'll support him 110%.
Speaking of the bag, dude. Speaking of the motherfucking bag, Tarkov has been an absolute fucking vibe for me lately, dude.
It's good.
It's been going ham. You know what I'm saying? You start playing with the right people, you fucking get shit done. You get your mind in the right spot. Okay? This goes for anything in life.
Okay.
You
let's
want
get-
something? You just put your focus to it. Okay?
Here's where we get the content. Dude. We get into grind culture.
You know what I'm saying? It's that hustle porn.
It's
you know
all,
what I'm
yeah,
saying?
hustle porn,
That
dude.
hustle porn. Nah, you know what I'm saying? You buckle down, bear down, dig deep, dig in, as some might
dig
say.
in, yeah.
And you get those rubles,
Gotta
which
get-
really translates to like pennies and fractions of pennies in U.S. dollars.
It's true.
But we're talking about Russian currency, son. We're talking about that Tarkovian currency.
It's a
son.
cryptocurrency.
Yeah.
It's blockchain, dude. You ready?
Rubles?
Yeah, it's blockchain, bro. You're investing.
You can get bitcoins in the game.
Can you?
You can, and you can't sell them on the in-game flea market because then people would just inflate the living. It's so funny. I love that Russia in itself, I don't believe, has a capitalist structure.
Okay.
I don't know that. I just
Okay.
believe that to not be the case based on my ignorant presumptions.
Okay.
But the game made by mostly Russian, Eastern European people, West Asian people, motherfucking is all Russian based and shit.
Okay.
There's an in-game capitalistic structure of the flea market where people can buy and sell stuff they find in raids, and people just price gouge the fuck out of shit. Like there'll be something that's a relatively useless item, but you need it for a quest, and that's the only thing you really ever use it for, and people catch on to that, and like that thing that you'll trade it for to get the price of what you would trade it for, they'll sell it for that price. So it's like you will break even if you try and like cheat around.
Yeah.
And it depends. Like some items you can find prices go up and down. Like right now, fuel for your hideout is like 500,000 rubles.
Damn, bro.
That's just not efficient,
ran
right?
by Texas.
Basically, yeah,
You got your energy consumption through Texas.
they consulted all these fucking companies in Texas before they priced all this shit. But I did learn recently that some of the other in-game dealers, the AI dealers, will sometimes sell it. Excuse me, at lower prices.
Oh,
so I was able to pick
undercut.
They do. So but it's like you can only buy so much at a time. It's like it'll be like permanently out of stock during certain times of the day. I didn't know any of this shit till recently. So I fucking picked up some fuel for like $100,000.
Nice.
Saved myself a clean 400,000 rubles. You know what I'm saying? Stonks.
Stonks.
You know what I'm saying? Ruble stonks.
Dude, I started playing Sea of Thieves with my girlfriend. Dude.
Okay.
Dude, low key, really fun game. Like,
it looks
you know
fun.
It is like very much just like that kind of like DayZ style where it's like you got your shit, then you just drop into a server and like do some shit. And so that part is a lot of fun, but son, there are some motherfuckers out there, bro, that are nice. Like we were just out sailing, ran across.
You gonna go like, yo, that pirate was nice with it.
Yeah, bro. Like, well, so we hop out. There's like a shipwreck. There's some ship. Like, oh, let's go get let's go some shit out of the shipwreck. You know what I'm saying? We're swimming down. We're taking stuff back, like taking stuff one by one back to the ship. And then I'm underwater in the ship, and Lexi goes, babe, we're getting attacked. And I come back up. There's just a ship on our shit. There's 4 motherfuckers. I just see their names running around. And I just got like a gun out in the middle of the water, just like I'm trying to shoot motherfuckers. And so like, and the way it works is you die, you go to the ferryman, and you have to wait like X amount of time, and then you can come back to your ship.
Sounds like World of Warcraft.
I've never played
Similar
it, probably.
death mechanic, yeah.
But so then you come back to the ship if it hasn't been sunk.
Okay.
Or if it's been sunk, you just spawn. Or like if the captain can scuttle it, and then you guys spawn somewhere else. But anyway, she was the captain of the ship. I didn't know any of this,
Like
so we
most
basically we just keep respawning onto this ship, like into the middle of these 4 motherfuckers. That, and then finally she's like with the ferryman, and she was like, "Babe, I think I'm just gonna scuttle the ship," and I'm standing on it. As they're sailing away and it's just sinking into the water, I'm just like standing at the wheel. I'm like, they're just like leaving with
just
all
like most relationships.
But so like they're just leaving like, well, babe, I'm on the ship. She's like, babe, I'm on the ship. I was like, what? I was like, well, it just sunk. She's like, no, like I'm way over here. So I just had to swim across the ocean like to get back to our boat, dude. I was like, next time, let's scuttle the ship while we're both dead, and then we can both just show up.
Is there
somewhere.
crossplay in that game?
That's a good question. I don't think. Is it Xbox only?
No.
Is it not?
No, that's a PC game.
Okay,
too, like, big time. I think it's mostly
you're right.
played on PC.
I think you're right. I don't know. I don't know if it's crossplay. Probably, right? I would maybe because it came out.
Fucking Warzone trash piece of shit can have crossplay. Why can't?
Well,
because
because Fortnite's crossplay, right? I think Fortnite's crossplay, and it came out around the same time as Fortnite, so they were kind of fighting them for you know.
Who makes that game?
That is a really good question. I think it might be like Microsoft based. You know what I'm saying? I think it might be, which is why I think it's big PC, Xbox. It's a Game Pass game, all that stuff.
Okay. It looks really cool. Like,
no, it's super fun.
The
It's
graphics
super
look
like
good too.
yeah, it's super like. It's I don't know. It's just real, just like chill. Where it's like like there's shit to do. You can obviously go fight people and all that stuff, but like
you can just vibe on your boat.
Yeah, you can like everyone has. There's like four boats you choose from based on like how many people you have in your crew. Everyone has the same guns. Like it's all, and then it's just going out getting shit, and then like you don't get to keep your stuff until you bring it back to an outpost and sell it.
I've seen a lot of that kind of stuff, and from like the looting and carrying item aspect, it seems tedious as a bitch.
It is tedious, but there's also not like when you go get stuff, there's not a lot of it. You know what I'm saying? Like this stuff is worth a lot, and you can put like 3 things into a chest, sell the 3 things, then you sell the chest and stuff. But motherfuckers can fuck you up in the port too. So like, you're not safe in the outpost either. You got to like
just catching cannon fire.
Yeah, for real. We got ran up, and they got all sorts of like cannonballs. And we didn't know about this until we got ran up on by another group, and like we're shooting our cannons, and then our cannons just go straight up in the air, and it's like you can't fire them. And we're like, what do you mean? And then these dudes just sunk our ship and left. They didn't take any of it. They just like showed up. They're like, fuck these guys.
They knew you had nothing.
Yeah, well, we did. We just got done with like 3 quests, dude, and we didn't even get to keep the shit.
Not valuable to them.
It was heartbreaking. Fun game though.
That's cool.
Definitely fun game.
That's what's up. Shouts out couples that game together.
Exactly.
Couples that game together, stay together.
Exactly. Or watch the CDL together.
That's true.
Stay together, dude.
Exactly, bro. It's good shit. It's all good shit. It's episode 102. don't have a bid, but it's episode 102.
It's 102, dude.
Saying?
It's a milestone. Fuck you. You know what I'm saying?
Fuck you.
We're still doing it.
Well, yeah, and we can't stop, won't stop. Just like Diddy said.
We continue to surprise ourselves every episode. All three of us still show
Sean
up.
Combs.
We knock on the door, and Josh is like, "Oh shit, we're still
doing this?
We're still doing it.
We're
I
doing
mean,
this?
okay.
I mean, I haven't got rid of this equipment yet, so come on in. I guess you're interrupting my
Yeah,
Tarkov time.
she comes in like, Chad,
whatever.
I'll be back in a second, I guess.
Just
God,
stay in
these
the
fucking
party.
assholes.
All right.
Dude, keep me alive.
Hurricanes.
The damn Canes.
They've been absolutely doing their thing despite having missed games, getting sick. Number one, I don't honestly remember. Are we at the Central Division?
Yes.
I feel like that's something like that.
Sounds right. We are centrally located in the country. You know?
Beat the Tampa Bay Lightning last night in a shutout.
4-0.
Ned got his first shutout.
It looks really good. Yeah, it looked really, really good. Like, I saw people were saying this online, and I do agree. Like, this is the first game where I've watched and been like, I think, like, not that he hasn't played well in the past, but the first game where I watched him, like, I think he could be, like, a really good goalie in this league. You know what I'm saying?
How old is he
like,
now?
He's still young. He's got to be, like, what, 23, 24 maybe?
Yeah, it's plenty young.
He's plenty young. AHL goaltender of the year, won the Calder Cup and all that.
True.
I mean, he just, like...
So, answer me this real quick. How tall is he?
He's got to be... He's 5'10", 5'11".
There's no way he's 6 foot.
He looks like Cam Ward in the net, like just from a stature.
Cam Ward was like a tall 5'11".
Yeah,
I
know
what
you mean.
Tall 5'11".
He does look mad small.
That motherfucker looks 5'8".
really small in the net.
If he's 6 foot, I'm 5'9". All right? I'm just saying that.
Just throwing it out there. No, he does look mad small. Like there's no denying that.
Yeah. A lot of net to shoot. I need a skinny motherfucker. A lot of net. I mean, obviously pads kind of eliminate that, but there's a lot of net to shoot on with that kid.
But dude, he can handle the fucking puck though, man.
Oh, yeah.
Like he's nasty.
Well,
with
a lot
stick.
of goalies will, and I'm not, this is just stuff I've read and seen goalies say. A lot of goalies will talk about the smaller, less size dependent goalies have great technique, and they have obviously a lot of agility to back up their lack of size.
You have to just to be in position.
Have to, 100%.
So a big fan, and I look at him and the way he played last night. At least I don't see what's so different between a guy like Ned and a guy like Mrazek. You know what I'm saying? Besides just, Mrazek's been doing it longer. He's definitely more established.
Yeah.
But just like when Mrazek's not huge either. Definitely bigger than Ned.
Yeah, no.
But just not, he's
not Vasilevsky, fucking 6'5".
For real.
Yeah.
Fucking
He's not
Pekka
Craig
Rinne,
Anderson.
Fucking Ben Bishop.
Pekka Rinne is what I meant to say. I get them confused a lot.
Ben fucking Bishop, 6'9" out there and shit, dude. Unbelievable.
Just looking like a basketball player.
Big fan. Also been a huge fan of Paquette, dude. Like when we got him, he got his first goal against his former team. But when we got him, we were even saying like, it's a move. You know what I'm saying? Like not upset, not excited, like super excited.
I think too that had a little bit of the cloud that Chucky might actually be playing.
Yeah.
So I think that's like you're just gonna be a little bit more excited for the potential there. But obviously that wasn't a thing.
And Paquette's come in, dude. Fourth line, him, Martinuk, and Jesper Foss.
Or throwing the bodies.
I guess it's Steven Lorentz now with Tavo out. But still, I mean, dude, just a fucking in your face fourth line. He's kind of woken Marty back up.
The Canes have needed that so bad. Marty and Brock can't do all that heavy lifting, especially with Brock playing up on the first top line. He's gonna have to take a little bit less off that heavy. He's gonna have to skate with these motherfuckers. He can't just be throwing himself to every single play.
Yeah, for real.
On the
just
forecheck and stuff.
Yeah, because top line guys will make you miss, and then it's fucking we're outnumbered now.
Exactly.
But dude, Paquette's definitely woken Marty back up as far as just running around and banging, dude. I
love it.
It's so fun to watch. He's fucking, a guy who's not going to take any shit finally, which is nice.
And I saw someone else mention, I can't remember who it was, but they were talking about when Fast was up in New York, he was playing with like Panarin and guys like that. He's our fourth line winger. Mm-hmm. And that's not any shade against him as a player. That's just where our depth is stacked right now.
No, I think he is definitely a middle six talent caliber forward. And fourth line guy.
And
he's
to
playing,
that same
playing
point,
power play too, but still,
Speedy. To that same point, we fucking healthy scratch Jay Gardner, who's been playing great.
Yeah,
he's been having a very solid year so far.
He had like one mistake in was it the Chicago game or whatever? He had one bad pass.
That's always the classic thing about Gardner is his mistakes are just like
they're
blunders.
Yeah, poor, like just terribly timed. Just the timing.
It's
of
unfortunate.
The mistakes. Yeah,
I mean, I don't think anyone would argue that he's a bad player.
No,
he's not by any stretch of the imagination. He's a solid top four defender on any NHL roster.
Definitely.
He just has, he has some bad luck.
Yeah.
Big moment, bad luck type
shit. But then
shit.
Jake Bean's come in, and I mean, I think he's looked great. You know what I'm saying? As we've been saying this whole time, I think I've always envisioned Jake Bean and Jake Gardner as they take up the same position in a lineup. I feel like, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
They have that. I think Bean and Fleury looked pretty good together. I thought, you know, there were some little mistakes, young guys, but I thought they looked pretty good together.
Poor Fleury right now, dude. He must be. Yeah, he's supportive of his team, but he can't be the happiest.
Yeah, I'm wondering though. You know, with Jake Bean playing the way he does, do we
trade?
We'll somehow find a way to expose Shea or Gardner in the expansion draft and have one of them. Because, I mean, both of those guys were shown to be very serviceable defensemen, especially in our lineups. Yeah, they have contracts. I don't think any of them have any sort of no movement. I don't think.
Bro, we need fucking we need cap space.
We need cap space. A guy like Bean and Fleury aren't going to demand huge money. I don't know if Bean is part of that auto-protected list, just because I don't know how.
I don't know either.
I don't know like where his contract is. You know, hit up the smarter people for that, dude. That's not what we're doing, dude. But
what kind of fucking podcast do you think this is?
But he's made some sick passes though. That one to Trocheck against, was that Tampa or that was Columbus? His pass to Trocheck like to the high slot, I think it was Columbus. Then he had another one last night. I forget the who, but dude, I mean, yeah, just kids making plays
for sure, and the whole team is scoring.
Yeah, dude, Kiki got sent down. His first game, scored 2 goals, got into a fight. Like he's not happy about getting sent back to the AHL. He's fighting for his fucking spot.
But that's if you're gonna get sent down, that's the best kind of statement to make.
For real, that
not
shows
just the fighting, but the goal scoring.
Yeah, well, and just
all of it.
he goes back down. It's like motherfucker, like.
You made a mistake by putting me down.
Yeah,
here.
and also to those guys down there, like I am levels above you.
This goes back to the Tarkov grind, the hustle porn. You know what I'm saying? Adversity
Lock
doesn't
in
stop
Bitcoin.
You know what I'm saying?
Dogecoin,
XP,
baby.
Bitches.
Blockchain.
Buzzwords. Success.
Power in Texas. What do we got to do to get in this fucking YouTube algorithm, dog? We're fucking
for real.
Kanye, Kim Kardashian, dude. What else? What else we got to cover?
That's it.
That's it. It's pretty much
Hang
all
them
the
up.
buzzwords.
Yeah, shouts out the Hurricanes.
Optic gaming.
But let's not get too excited, okay? Don't get too fucking excited about the Hurricanes because it could all just go to shit, and you should expect it to and be miserable. All right.
I mean, that's how I live my life.
And we're gonna end it on that.
Yeah, that's
we're gonna end the whole Canes topic on that.
Yeah.
All right. Got it. Misery.
Experience Canes hockey.
Lake Tahoe game. Outdoors was yesterday.
And it was outdoors.
Bro. I mean, and I was more saltier than I probably needed to be at the time, but like I can't help it. A lot of people who saw what went down with the whole sun melting the fucking ice, wasn't the right playing conditions. This is a pretty common occurrence, not to this level, but it's a pretty common occurrence in these outdoor games. I mean, literally I saw one tweet. It was like sun versus ice, like the longest battle like ever. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, they've always been.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And
they always will be, hopefully,
and
I guess, depending on climate change.
Right?
Buzzwords.
Well, that's the whole common misconception, Jacob. Global warming does include various amounts of fucking ice.
It's true.
You know what I'm saying?
Did you see that Ted Cruz tweet where he was like, I'll believe in climate change when Texas freezes over?
We're here, dog. You went to Cancun.
Yeah, and he was like, I'm out.
Goofy ass.
He was like, I was traveling with my daughters.
Well, they were like, yeah, I remember seeing his fucking, like, someone he did an interview, and people were in the background just like, resign. And he was like, yeah, I mean, like, so we were just hanging out, and one of my daughters was just like, hey, let's get out of here. And I just did what any father would do, and we got the fuck out of there. Like, right. But you are a senator?
Senator.
You're thinking, hey, look at me, dude. Yeah. You're a senator of that state, dog.
Yeah.
You're not like Joe Blow and the schmoes who just have it like that. And if they do that, no one's going to notice or give a fuck because of their like social standing and responsibility. Like, what a jackass.
Dude, Joe Rogan stayed, dude.
Jackass. Did he live in Texas?
Yeah, he lived in Texas. Yeah. As of recent move. Dude, do you not keep up with Joe Rogan, dude?
Not really.
You need to get Joe Rogan
on the podcast.
Oh, do we? Is that what we need in the government? Is Joe Rogan?
Texas needs it. Texas needs it.
I think everybody needs to bow hunt. I think we're gonna start with a state mandated bow hunting course for everybody, and then you all get pistols. Right out, we're going to teach you how to bow hunt, and then everyone gets a pistol.
No more grocery shopping. You catch and kill your meals.
We're going to decimate all the wildlife in this whole state, and then we're going to have a food shortage because we also aren't connected on any of the food supply chains either. So
that's hilarious.
No, I bet he is big chillin' though. They're just a fucking freezer full of meat. Probably just has he probably just like has his own fucking power generator.
Grid?
Yeah,
it's private.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Who's gonna stop him?
Crazy shit, man. But Tahoe, Lake Tahoe,
Lake Tahoe game
melted.
Well, and before shit went to hell, it all looked beautiful. The visuals were great. Some awesome shots of the lake and the fucking ice, and you know.
Oh, it looked beautiful.
It looked great. The jerseys
right
were
before
cool.
they stepped on there to skate. Beautiful, super beautiful.
My whole thing is like it just is. There's always something with the NHL, whether it's something like this, the way they've handled COVID this season. There's always just some giant oversight or just like lack of preparation for what seems to be the inevitable. But they're like, let's just hope it doesn't happen.
Yeah.
Because money,
Yeah.
because viewership, because some bottom line that really, in my opinion, has nothing to do with the product itself, like the thing that people are actually coming to see. One of the things and kind of the counter to that, one of the things they've always gotten right with these outdoor games are those camera angles.
Yeah.
They're lower. They have them on the swivels. You can see the action, and it really gives credit to how fast these fucking players are. Like, once they finally did come back, 9 p.m. Pacific time, 12 a.m. Eastern time. What was it? Because the game started at 3. I mean, we're talking about like a fucking 6-hour, 9-hour delay. Insanity. And that's the whole the funny thing, too, is like, through all like the what are we going to do, how are we going to resolve this, they're like, well, it's got to be at least 2 periods. They only played 1. So I guess, you know, the game wouldn't have counted if they had to stop
the longest
1 period.
first intermission ever.
Had to have been, right?
It's got to be.
Is there some sort of record? Congratulations. Broke another record, NHL.
Bro, had your ice
Wins.
out there looking like fucking Garner Ice House and shit, dude, on national television, bro. That's embarrassing. That's embarrassing.
That's kind of my opinion. It's like, it's just fucking embarrassing, dude. Like,
yeah.
And I said this yesterday, like, other outdoor sports, again, are more set up for this, right?
Yeah.
They don't have fucking ice to worry about.
Yeah.
But I feel like other outdoor sports sort of don't do shit that would like just straight up prevent the thing from happening.
Yeah.
If you just kind of put it that high level logic of like, if you can't, then you probably shouldn't.
Yeah.
Like, fuck what you're trying to do, like, because it just would be so cool, would get this many views, whatever. Like, let's keep it practical as much as we can.
Yeah.
In a way, I'm kind of glad, and this is ironic because the weather was cold as fuck yesterday here. I'm so glad that they didn't have the game in Carter Finley this year.
Yeah, unless they did it at night, you know what I'm saying? Like that.
Would they have?
I don't know.
Why the fuck didn't they do that here?
You
see what I'm saying? Like, as soon as they, and again, kind of jumping around, once the game resumed, flawless looking game. The ice was perfect. Fucking McKinnon came out, and again, back to the camera angles and the speed of the players. McKinnon came out the gate, ripped a goal, skating around every motherfucking body.
Well, he said, I got about 35 seconds of good ice. And I'm going to use every little bit of that shit, son.
And padded the lead for Colorado. I think
Did they win?
Up. I think they won. I can't quite. Obviously, I didn't finish the fucking thing, but they were.
We like hockey.
They were already up 1-0, and then I think he put them up 2-0.
Okay.
When the thing started, I think there was a power play too, if I'm not mistaken, because someone was joking that whoever it was in the box like had the longest penalties served ever.
They made him stay.
Yeah.
Like, look, man, it's league rules. You got to hang out here, dog. Like,
we don't know what we're doing.
Yeah. Do you need some water? Perhaps a Gatorade? Maybe some coffee?
Found out that Gary Bettman's a vampire.
And he doesn't like.
He was quoted. He's like, the enemy has always been our son. Yeah, dude, because you run an ice league. You ice, bro. Is that a vampire?
That's Gary Bettman's vampire.
That was cute.
It's
a cute vampire.
Gary Bettman's a cute dude. You know what I'm saying?
He's cute.
Very cute guy.
I'd adopt him like as a grandfather. Stupid. Yeah, do you call it a success? I don't know.
I mean, it happened. Are they
People
playing more
watched,
games
people
out
talked
there?
about it. Fuck if I know.
I feel like
There's 2 more teams have to play.
I think so. I mean, I don't know why they didn't try, like, this seems like the perfect time, though, to do something like that for the league where it's like, we're not going to have fans. The only way we're going to get money is viewership. Like, do some cool shit like that. Do it better. You know what I'm saying? I was reading something that the type of ice that they used for this outdoor game was different than what they had used in
like the Dallas game.
Yeah, the Dallas game, or when they did it outdoor in Vegas or wherever. Like, so the ice, and maybe there's like a supply issue there. I don't know what, I don't know the logistics behind it all, but shit like that is just like, that's cool to watch. It's unique. It's going to get people to tune in just to see it happen, where you're not making money with people coming into the stadium.
In that same vein, like where people are giving them slack, part of the argument was like the NHL tried to do something cool in an unprecedented time on the fly, and so you can't really give them crap for doing their best. But isn't that kind of like their MO? Doing something on the fly, something is unprecedented, whether it's an offside rule or a fucking pandemic, and you're trying to figure out how to keep the players healthy but make sure the thing still happens. It's just kind of like, if you don't have the actual solution, don't do it.
Yeah, don't do a half-ass fucking...
Don't half-ass it. And that's how it always comes across to me. This is a professional sports league, the highest level of hockey to be played in the world, and everything is just, with this league, so half-assed all the time.
Yeah, no, it does definitely feel just fucking thrown together a lot.
Bad taste in my mouth.
Yeah, but the Hurricanes should win the Cup, so we'll remember this year forever. Knock on wood.
Don't get your hopes up.
Not going to get my hopes up, dude. Never that.
Never
I'm just waiting for the shit to fall apart.
Never that. Speaking of falling apart, I don't really have much there. Who's not falling apart?
Who's not falling apart?
These Toronto superstars, dude. Or, excuse me, these Canadian superstars.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of them are from Toronto, Ontario. Connor McDavid scored a hat trick last night, Battle of Alberta. I think he's got there's some stat like he fucking does this. Like it's
Connor McDavid scores lots of goals against him.
But yeah, like the points for that rivalry is like stacked for him or some shit like that.
It makes sense. I mean, he's playing against Noah Hannafin, dude.
Shots absolutely fired. Oh man, a leftover Peter system,
dude, for real.
That's cold.
I kind of forget about him.
Peters or Hannafin?
Hannafin.
Oh, non-existent.
Like I don't know what he's doing out there.
Wasn't he like a number 2, number 3 pick?
I think he was our 5th overall pick.
Whatever.
If I'm not
he was a top 10 pick.
Definitely a top 10 pick that has, did better than Ryan Murphy.
Motherfucker is Jack Johnson.
Yeah, for real.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm just impressed now.
Yeah,
I was a huge Hannafin fan.
Me too.
For the longest.
I was like, this kid, he's big. He's a big kid. He can skate.
How is Fleury going to be doing better?
Dead ass.
Like,
as well.
Optically.
Well, but then at the same time, Fleury was like a 4th overall.
He was a 7th.
So a 7th.
Fleury was a 7th. I trust me, I have not forgotten that shit. I was so big on Fleury when we drafted him.
And he's looking good.
He's looking fine. He's doing his thing.
Looking good.
Not everyone can be Dougie.
Yeah. That's what I meant to ask you.
Yeah.
With this, wealth of defensemen we have and the amount of money we're going to have to invest in young guys moving forward, is it a crazy idea to potentially trade Dougie Hamilton?
So I think, and I kind of see, I think I see what you're getting at. If these younger kids come in the way they have been and continue to produce some offensive upside for the decor, it creates room for that.
It does.
You have to think about the long-term aspect of the team and the potential money. You got guys like fucking Lorenz who's going to come up, Jarvis who's going to come up out of the AHL, other prospects.
You got Svech and Natchez that are going to have to get paid, obviously.
Those are the two big obvious ones, and Bach over there.
Yeah, Bach got some potential.
A lot of money to be paid to some players in the future.
And that
Dougie's going to need an 8-year contract.
He's got 9 points in 6 games in the AHL right now. I mean, he's just, every time he touches the ice,
6 goals, 6 games. He's a goal-a-game player right now.
It's crazy.
I mean, yes and no. I mean, to everything we just said, yes and no.
Because the way, I'm kind of looking at it, our two biggies right now are Svech and Dougie, as far as guys who need to get paid.
Dougie's a biggie.
And if you were to ask me, who do I think is more important to the future of this team between the two of those guys, it's got to be Svech. You
all
know
day
what I'm
long.
saying? Without a doubt.
Without a doubt.
And I want to keep Dougie, but just if it happened, and you fetch something big for him, you know what I mean?
This is some good armchair GM type shit right now. We're really in our fucking franchise mode vibe
you know what
right now.
I'm saying, dude? Fucking moving Dougie. We're going to put Jake Bean on the top power play unit.
And if it doesn't work out, you just start a new save.
Exactly, dude.
It's fine. No actual consequences.
Yeah. Dundon will sell the team. We'll get a new owner, and we'll do it all again.
Very good. Very good. I'm here for that.
See you, Dougie.
No, I mean, it's definitely it's definitely a good point. Yeah, we'll see.
We'll see.
We'll have to keep an eye. I think we'll still sign him first.
Yeah,
and then try to move his contract.
probably after a couple years or something.
I think we'll have
when the fan base inevitably turns on him. When he has like one bad half season, the fan base is like, Dougie's always
paid him
sucks.
this much. Like,
why doesn't he hit anybody?
Stall with that shit.
He's so big. Why doesn't he use that body?
It's never been his role.
Never been his thing, dude.
It's a good point.
It's this expansion draft's really going to answer a lot of those questions.
That's what I was getting ready to say. Is that the expansion draft, who we expose and who gets taken from us. And again, thinking we're going to expose some D guys with some money on their books.
I think a guy like Suzuki gets floated out there as a like incentive to not take a certain guy. You know what I mean? To 'cause it's high end prospect. Do we need him right now with the way our centers are set up? And then you have a guy. Isn't Jarvis a center? Am I crazy?
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure either. I think he might be, but you got. So, I mean, we got decent center depth
these
now.
days
Yeah,
with young forwards.
Yeah, but we got Suzuki's not going to be a third line Jordan Stahl type, and that's the only center role I see coming.
So you're saying you don't want teams to take him? You don't want Seattle to take him?
Take Suzuki?
Yeah.
No, I'm saying like I could
you
see.
You want to expose him a little bit.
Or just I don't think he can be exposed, but be like, we'll give you we'll trade you Suzuki. You agree to take.
Because I was gonna say, if you don't want him to go, just put an eye patch on him, just make him less.
Well, you see, and everyone's like, oh yeah, no.
He's got one good eye.
Yeah. He's a pirate.
Sea of Thieves.
Arg.
Played a lot of Sea of Thieves. Anything else on the hockey shit?
Dude, I mean, probably, but fuck it, right? You know what I'm saying?
Fuck it. Definitely fuck it. Like, what are you talking about?
100% fuck it.
Yo.
WandaVision
yesterday, Friday.
Getting crazy?
Dude, it's getting wild. All the theories and a lot of like who people thought were this and that is starting to kind of like unfold and a lot of that ends up being true. But it does not disappoint in the reveal. Spoiler alert. So Agnes, played by, is it Kathleen Hahn. She's such a good actor. Fucking kills it. What's the fucking movie with Jeremy Piven?
The Goods.
Dude,
The Goods. Sell hard, live hard, dude.
That is such a underrated comedy, bro.
David Koechner, fucking
Will Ferrell's in it.
Will Ferrell's in it. Goddamn, dude from The Office and The Hangover. Ed Helms.
Oh, Ed Helms is in that movie. Yeah, it's a used car. It's like an Anchorman type movie, but if they were used car salesmen. It's just
assassins.
It's ridiculous. But she plays, and she's always so horny. And a lot of her like R-rated roles, absolute
Step Brothers,
just MILF, straight MILF. I mean, God damn.
P.
You know what I'm saying? I let her walk on my face. Just love me some Catherine Hahn, dude. Straight up Babs, dude. Beautiful. Beautiful woman. Hilarious actor too, and she kills the role as Agnes, who reveals to be Agatha Harkness. Talk about this, the power couple name, compound words and shit. But basically, she's been sort of pulling the strings the whole time from behind the scenes, which is right straight out of the comic books type shit. Okay. Sort of manipulating Wanda's perception of what's going on to influence Wanda's decisions, type shit like that. Also, you find out that Monica Rambeau. Monica's character, who would be Photon out of the comic books, pretty much gained those powers.
Okay.
Through one of the latest episodes, she tries to infiltrate the Hex because remember she expanded shit. If I don't know if you remember, we talked about it, she expanded shit, and so she meets up with some people who we thought, and maybe this could still be the case. She was going to be meeting up with Dr. Reed, Mr. Fantastic himself, and we'd have some Fantastic Four inception. That ended up not being directly the case, but we still haven't seen who that engineer is yet. But she ended up meeting with basically like a little group of sword faculty who just are loyal to her, I guess, and what her mom brought to the table. There's another theory that those are also all Skrulls. You seen Captain Marvel?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? They're also that's why they're with the shits. Which would be cool as fuck. But they built gave her a space rover that was fitted up so it could handle the fucking border barrier and go through the shit. It ended up not being strong enough. So that was the whole thing. In the trailer, that was one of the big trailer clips was seeing something drive into it. So that was going to be that scene. Well, it gets in there halfway and just gets spit out like a fucking sunflower seed. And then Monica says, YOLO, I'm going back in this bitch. So she walks right through the shit. And prior to that, a few episodes, she had been told by Darcy, that her cells were like getting fucked up from getting like shot in and out. She already walked in the fucking thing like in episode 2, 3, or 4, or whatever, and got spit back out of it. It was changing her cells on a fucking
Molecular.
Words are hard. Hinting that she would become Photon out of the comics, and bam,
It happened.
She goes through the thing. Her eyes turn blue and shit. She can see like the radioactive shit. Like Neo sees the zeros and ones in the Matrix. Has like a superhero landing and everything, bro. She hasn't like, I don't think she's like realized it yet, like her character has, but like the fans are like, oh, that's Photon, who basically has like Captain Marvel level abilities.
Really?
Super badass.
Damn.
Yeah, OP as fuck. So she goes in and tries to save Wanda, and that's when Agatha comes out like, yo, you gotta dip, get the fuck out of here. Like,
you're really fucking my whole thing up.
Fucking my whole thing up. And Agatha had already been like babysitting the boys, the twins, while Wanda was trying to have like a personal day because she had just done all that shit. Vision hadn't come home yet. She fucked up. She's all fucked up. And then she goes over there and she can't find the boys. She's like, where are the kids? She's like, oh, I think they're in the basement. Fucking Wanda goes in the basement. And the cool thing too, I don't know if you noticed this, the aspect ratio changes.
Yeah.
Top bottom. So they pretty much like remove like the broadcast aspect of it. Like you're no longer watching the show within the show when she goes into the basement. So she's like back in the reality.
That's which is something they do throughout the show. Like they change the framing and all that from like cinematic to like more.
They think of everything.
Oh yeah.
And it's just like this fucking demon ass
like dungeon.
Yeah, ritualistic fucking dungeon with like vines and shit. And then she just steps out like, what? You thought you were the only bitch with magic powers and shit? Nah, bitch. And it does like a whole montage because the whole show like plays onto like the sitcom theme song, Agatha all along, and shows like everything, certain scenes that you had already seen where she was like pulling strings. So dope.
That's cool.
Super cool.
Big stuff. Some pretty big stuff on how she influenced the world. Did you notice there was an after credit scene?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
The first one.
I would have missed it. Yeah, that's the thing. It would have been the first one.
Pretty sure it's the first one. And then you also through that discover that Pedro, who had shown up from the Fox universe, fuck you, showed up from the Fox universe as Quicksilver, was actually working for Agatha, which we kind of all suspected he wasn't legit. So yeah.
Damn.
It's wild because when Monica was like still trying to peek in, and Pedro shows up like, oh, you're fucking snooping. And that's where like it ends. So he's gonna get her. Fucking Agatha's got Wanda. Vision's still trying to get back from just being like on the border of town. So it's wild.
Damn,
shit's wild. I still think they're gonna introduce Mephisto somehow.
Oh, they got to.
Shouts out New Rockstars. Yeah, for sure.
Dude, speaking of crazy shit that we almost forgot about, back to hockey real quick.
Let's go back.
Mike Babcock getting a coaching job. It was like Saskatchewan.
Some Canadian college.
Yeah. That's what the fuck's up with that, dude? That's such a quick, like, he was at NBC was like, we'll give him a job for a little bit. And then, like, people weren't that pissed off. And so they're like, let him back in. We were literally saying, like, as long as he doesn't get a coaching job somewhere, then, like, within 3 months.
I'll be really curious to see what happens. That's kind of my whole thing. I don't think he's really deserving of this, but we'll see what happens. He's
going to be walking on fucking thin ice the whole time. And I think he knows that. All it would take is one of those kids being like, this guy's being a fucking asshole. The school is going to have to get rid of, like, you would hope. I mean, he, like, straight up, all he would have to do is, damn, Ralphie, word.
Ralphie's snoring hard about it.
He's like, yo, fuck Mike
Wrap it up, B.
But, like, it's going to take one kid to hit up one reporter, you know what I'm saying? And it's going to be over for Mike Babcock.
Or does he go in, hey, little fuckers.
All your phones in the basket. No phones.
Snitches get stitches, all right?
Brings in some of his old Canadian, like, hockey player friends, just big dumb motherfuckers.
Yeah.
They're to beat up high schoolers or college kids. Yeah. It's just so crazy that, like, all the shit he was getting was about how poorly he treated young players. I mean, really players in general, but really, the new young guys. And they're like, we should get him at an even younger level. Like we should hand him a roster of 18-year-olds.
It'll just be really curious to see if the team plays outstanding and these kids seem to have a good rapport. There's his redemption.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. It's going to write itself if that's what happens. But otherwise, yeah, he like you're saying, he's on eggshells.
Yeah,
interesting. Very, very interesting. Speaking of interesting, Attack on Titan.
Dude.
Season 4. You start watching it?
It's kind of an interesting wrinkle in this whole thing. So this whole time, Lexi has not been into it, right?
Okay.
She's just not into anime, right?
Which,
and I wasn't either until Attack on Titan. But so the other night, I was hanging out at her house, and like one of her roommates had a friend over, and both of them are film majors. And I just said something offhand to the roommate about Attack on Titan, and then the friend was like, everyone shut the fuck up. Y'all watch Attack on Titan. I was like, yes, I haven't seen season 4 yet. Don't say nothing about that. And she was like, I fucking love Attack on Titan. And Lexi goes, you like Attack on Titan? To like the film major girl. She's like, it's awesome. Like, I never liked anime. This is the first one I watched. Like, all this stuff. She was like, I guess I'll give it a try. I was like, oh, you're just going to listen to her then? Like, I've been telling you this. She's like, well, she's a film major. I'm like, that's fair. Like,
no disrespect to her roommate, but what the fuck does a film major know about anything?
Just about film, about film production. And
look at authority on a good story.
There's a music major right here.
Uh-huh.
The fuck does this kid know?
More than me about music.
Come on, man.
He knows way more about music theory than both of us, I think.
Yeah, he does. He's still dumb.
Production,
like
history.
It would be like, if I was like, hey, yo, Dylan, like, this album
you can say
production.
Molecular.
Bruh, I know.
But it'd be like
I'm dumb, and I still think you're dumb. So how smart are you?
It would be like, if I was like, yo, Dylan, the production on this album was fucking crazy. He'd be like, I'll check it out. And then like another guy that is a producer was like, dude, the production was fucking crazy. You got to listen to this. Dylan be like, okay, I'll try to listen to it with a different ear then. So either way, we're going to start watching Attack on Titan from episode
Lexi,
1.
She should have been watching.
I refuse to be that objective and unbiased.
Hey. We're going to watch it, starting from fucking... James started watching it, so I've got, like...
James hadn't been watching it?
James hadn't been watching it all. He just, like... He sent us that message where he finally started it fucking the other night, and I was in there, dude, like, working from home and shit. He came home early the other day, and I just walked in talking to him about some, like, Power Bill shit, and he was watching it, and I just, like... I was standing there, and then it was just, like an hour later, I've watched, like, 2 episodes just standing there. I was like, bro, I got to get back to work, dog. Watched, like, season 2 and shit.
Back when I was being a fucking jaded motherfucker, which is not outside of me anyway, for Game of Thrones. Yeah, just a second ago. Before I started watching Thrones, because you know me, I'll just reiterate, I hated the show because everyone liked it, and I knew motherfuckers didn't fuck with the fantasy shit, but we're just watching the show because it was trendy. So Jared was rewatching it back when I was living with him, and I was like a fucking little kid, just like I'd go to the kitchen, go back to the room, and like catch myself just watching. Like, see what's going on, scene. Like, all right, that was kind of cool. And then and then go to the room, right? And then like something else will happen. Maybe like a few days later, he's still watching. Like,
all right, wait. So why is that happening?
Yeah, like, well, who? Now who's that guy? And just like doing that, and then the next thing I know, I'm like, all right, man, run it back.
Yeah, you're sitting. You got the popcorn sitting down. Like, all right, dude, start this episode over. Bro.
I'm like waiting for him to come home. I'm like, bro, I'm waiting for you.
Everyone
watch
likes
it.
the show, man.
It's great.
For real.
It's so fucking great. But no, watching the couple episodes that did like over James's shoulder, just that shit where I was like trying to ask him questions like, wait, so what do you know about that character? Like just real general shit, seeing what he's like, where he's at. It's just, I do getting to rewatch it now. I'm pretty hyped about because like even seeing some shit like that, the couple episodes I watched, like some shit happened and I was like, oh, like thinking like where things ended up, seeing like where it was and shit is real fucking cool. So I'm pretty hyped about that.
Completely changes the context to watching the first season.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. Definitely. But also looking back, I was like, I can't really remember. Like even talking to you, you were telling me shit about about season 3, and I'm just like, man, was that season 3? Or are you telling me about season 4 shit? So just like doing the full
the flashbacks be getting you.
Yeah,
because like all the thing about a flashback, I don't remember if that flashback, like the scene of the flashback took place like in season 2 or season 3.
Yeah.
You just remember like what happened.
Yeah. No, it was fucking crazy.
Storytelling.
I was asking James, I mean, what you know? Like, you seen this one Titan that kind of looks like this?
When Dylan was still getting caught up, I had to like be careful because I didn't want to spoil anything from him. But we're like talking about where the show, like where the plot's headed, but just like letting him bring shit up. But so you do know what that is.
Yeah,
okay,
so we can talk about yeah. You're like, okay, thank God. Yeah.
For sure.
No, James was just like when I walked in, he was like, yeah. So I just found out that
You know, James don't know shit.
Yeah, he was like, I just found out about the walls, like that they're actually Titans. Spoiler alert and all that shit, dude. But I was like, damn, yeah, man. He's like, so I'm just wondering like what that's about. I'm like, yeah, man. Like that's gonna be
Me
crazy.
too, bro.
Yeah, dude. Like, yeah, dude, that's crazy.
I would love to watch James watch Attack on Titan.
Because he was like, I was like, so what do you know like about the Titans as a concept? And he was like, he was like,
I mean, they be like eating people, man.
no, straight. He was like, I know like if a Titan like eats a person that's a Titan, like they turn back into a person. I was like, not really, but like,
I just imagine like you're watching him and he's just like,
oh, 100%, dude.
oh, bro, that's hard.
Yo,
That's hard.
Yo, dude.
I mean,
Dude, that's hard.
Like he was watching the scene where the Beast
Oh,
Titan
that's hard.
like trapped him at the tower. Remember that? Fucking
yeah.
dude. Yeah, I mean he's been going ham.
it's
son.
an easy
like,
show to
dude.
binge.
No,
dude.
it is. Like I sat there for an hour just in the middle of my work day, bro. Just like standing there, like, yeah, no, we got
holding that doorpost up.
I was
Like
yeah,
standing?
dude. Straight up. I was like, dude, we got to pay that Duke power bill. So where you at? Like, so it's season 2, right? He's like, yeah. I'm like, word.
Fire.
He is watching the dubs though, which kind of threw me off.
Hey, man.
Well, just because like,
Their own.
well, yeah, when he gets through, but I was just like, I was watching and like
It'll throw you off.
a guy like someone was talking that like wasn't on screen, and I was like, who the fuck? And then it turns, it's like that's that guy's voice. Like it's just shit like that. I told Lexi that we're watching the subs. Like
A little bit, not to spoil too much, but like, you know, they age.
Mm-hmm.
Armin still sounds like a little girl.
Yeah.
He just forever has a little girl voice. That's just
He sounds even worse in the fucking the dub, dude.
well, 100%.
They all sound worse.
I legitimately, because you know, there's no judgment here.
Yeah.
Whatever's whatever. People be people. I legitimately thought it was a female character for like the longest. Like I think I watched all of season 1 before I like, and then someone eventually was like he, and I was like, that's a bro.
That's a dude.
Could have fooled me. Could have fooled me. That was a bad bitch. I was like, blonde bob cut on that.
Yeah.
There's literally a part in season 3 where they have a female character like be his stand-in. You remember that? Or maybe he does a stand-in for a female character. But
Does he stand? Oh, because he stands in. Does he stand in for Historia?
Well, so maybe that is a thing,
that
but
is
then
what I'm
also
I almost fucked
Not-
that up for James because it was before you found out her real name, and I saw her on screen. I was like, oh yeah, that's it.
yeah, but you could have said that, and he wouldn't have known.
No, he
That
wouldn't have
wouldn't
known,
meant
but
nothing.
it was
He'd
like
be
it was
"Nah, bro,
literally.
her name's Krista. Bro."
It was literally the episode.
Dumbass, yeah.
It was literally the episode before.
You don't even watch this shit, Jacob.
You found out her name. Like I was about to say it. The episode he watched ended, and the next one's called Historia.
That's funny.
The next, I was like, okay, he's about to find out.
But even funnier, again, not to spoil too much, there's a character who's introduced in season 4 who's a female character with blonde hair and was disguising themselves as a dude for another purpose.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought that was Armin.
Same.
I thought because
I was like, yo, he got tall as shit.
They put a fake beard on him on this character, and I just like put it so they just don't know it's Armin's face. You put a beard, but it was actually a female character who wore a beard to be a dude. But I thought that was still Armin. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's how much I don't understand what's going on with Armin's anatomy. That's just, I don't know. But hey, it's all good.
But now, he's the Colossal Titan? So
Spoiler alert.
yeah, it's season 3.
We have a spoiler graphic for this.
Yeah.
Oh,
Do we
yeah.
have one?
We do. Yeah.
Nice, dude.
So
I
I don't
had
watch
one
this
since
shit.
we were doing the Mandalorian talk.
Nice, dude. Shouts out
We
Cody.
didn't always use it, but
The old times.
But it's there. It's in the file somewhere.
But I think the new episode's already out. I don't know when it comes out on Sundays, but I'm gonna watch it later. Either way. One little thing to end on too. Mars. They put another rover there on Mars.
Yep.
So, they're gonna be looking for some water.
Mm-hmm.
We can,
they drilled a hole. I know that.
They drill a hole.
They drilled a hole.
Damn, bro.
That shit's crazy. Infrastructure.
Doing
This is
environmental
just
shit out there.
some.
Did you guys do the survey for that, dude? Did you?
We sure did.
you staked that job out.
Yeah, we did, bro. I wonder if you brought. This is just like. Never mind. You bring some dirt back from Mars, right?
Mm-hmm.
Could you grow shit in that dirt?
I guess they don't really know,
That's what
right?
they're trying to find
They
out.
said they see what kind of nutrients and shit are in the dirt.
They didn't bring the no dirt back yet. They can't. Have they not? I don't know.
mean,
I don't think that rover's coming back.
sending
I think
stuff to Mars.
They don't come
we
back,
figured out.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think. Yeah, I think they send the data back.
What if
of course,
the,
in 4K
what if
video.
the rover just
hits him with the Aaron Rodgers toss from fucking Mars, dude. Yeet toot.
Come on, man.
Hey, man, I mean, there's no like friction in space, right? So it could, if you aim it right and it doesn't hit anything.
All I know is that it's a
You
vacuum.
have to get out of that atmosphere.
It would have to get out of the atmosphere and through our atmosphere, but
Well, you yeet it and then you turn on the rockets.
it's true. If it goes fast enough, it outruns the atmosphere.
Is that how that works?
I think so.
You mean the gravity?
Atmosphere.
Well, it just needs jet propulsion to leave the atmosphere, just like in our atmosphere.
But
that's
could
all
burn
gravity.
Up. It could burn up.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Well,
yeah.
that's just material.
Well, that's coming back in. It'll burn up.
That's all just
Well,
material.
it ain't going out. It can burn up. You're going.
Does it?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
You're going through the same thing.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. Well, yeah, that and it depends on speed
Mm-hmm.
and friction.
Yeah.
Gravity.
Yeah.
Gravity plays a role in that.
Yeah. Just like my sex life. Speed, friction, and gravity, dude,
Equals ejaculation.
equals ejaculation, dude. Red gifts.
We come full circle.
Yeah, we do.
It's all just sex.
It's all sex, dude. We were having that fucking conversation watching the MMA
Yeah,
fights
you
last
were.
night. Some like the
What a
friends,
fucking dude thing to say. You're watching guys beat.
It
guys
wasn't
and
the
girls.
dudes didn't bring it up. It was.
I'm just letting you know. I'm just letting you know. That's a dude ass thing to be watching motherfuckers get bloodied, beating each other up half naked anyway, and some motherfuckers talk about sex.
Well, it was Lexi's roommate. We were watching the MMA fights. Brutal knockout. Derek Lewis knocked out Curtis Blades, but they were like They were grappling, right? There's a lot of blood and shit. Guy was
Yeah,
getting
they
beat
were.
up, and her roommate was like, "But you got to admit, this is like super sexual." And I was like, I mean, I guess in the sense that like they're probably passionate about fighting, like in sex is passion, like it all kind of from there, I guess.
I think she's just
No,
talking
I think
about.
she was saying she was wet.
Well, that's what I said. I was like, I don't think
think
it's that
she's-
sexual. I think you're just turned on right now.
Yeah, I
She's
think-
like, I'm not turned on. I'm like, you brought up sex. I don't know.
Like you just like seeing dudes touch, which is fine.
It's cool.
But you like seeing dudes touch each other.
Like,
That's just your thing.
don't make the rest of us feel uncomfortable while watching this. Like we're not all getting off on it right now. It's just you, but you know, you should feel weird.
She just straight up outed what her category of porn is.
I want to see both your hands in the air at all times. I'm very uncomfortable right now.
Hand check.
You got a strict no masturbation during the MMA fights rule.
No masturbation
As
in the
you
living
should.
room. Yeah, I would
Yes,
say.
you should.
When it's
Not
a
in my
group in a living
apartment.
room.
Not
I
in my
thought it's
apartment.
kind of like an unspoken, just natural rule.
Exactly. Yeah.
Unless you're
As
in
you
my
should.
apartment. Everyone jerk off wherever you want to jerk off, dude. You know what I'm saying?
And you
Open
come
the
over more
environment.
often.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe like in a pandemic,
Well, yeah.
as long as you mask up.
Yeah. Well, and if you're in Texas, like, where else are you going to go? You know what I'm saying? It's body heat. Everyone kind of working up a sweat together.
That's just not COVID safe though.
Well, unless you've all been living together, you know, then it's your circle.
Circle
Circle jerk.
Yeah.
Yeah. Full circle.
This video's flagged.
I mean, it's
so
definitely,
flagged.
we're not making any money off of
No.
this compared to the other ones where we made so much money. So much money. So much fucking money.
That's why we still have this shitty barbecue outdoor table.
But yeah, this is going to be worth a lot of money one day as the first Talkin Sauce table. Well, second, I guess, technically. Didn't we have one before this?
Did we?
I think we had like a no.
Dylan's like no shot.
Dylan
You
says
weren't
no.
even
Yeah, I said
fucking
Dylan was
here.
here at the beginning.
You weren't even here, motherfucker.
Here for like the
No,
first,
I
like,
think we
30
did straight up
episodes.
put like 3 of these little tables.
Yeah,
just
yeah,
together.
no, I think we did. It was just kinda like-
makeshift table.
Oh yeah.
It wasn't the worst
I remember
setup
that.
though. Honestly,
We were out here.
yeah, we were out here doing it. God,
was no
episodes
video.
were awful.
Yeah, they
There
were awful.
There were some terrible episodes.
Yeah, they were terrible.
2
This is
hours
terrible.
long.
What do you
of
mean?
just like at least for filling the space. Those were just like, yeah.
And
What else we got?
hockey news. Let's see here.
The Colorado Avalanche are like the planets. What was that whole thing that it was fucking Doug? Not Doug. Your guy who did your wedding. I can't believe I'm forgetting his name.
Oh, figure it out.
Gus.
My bad.
Gus. What was his thing with the planets? It doesn't matter. It doesn't
Gus
matter.
is a smart cat.
No, he's very smart. I just remember like he had like this whole thing that he was ready, and then like he said it to us, and we didn't know where it was gonna end. But like the ending of the whole thing was just weird. You know what I'm saying? Like it sounded like there was more. So there was just like 20 seconds of silence, and he was like, "You know what I mean?" We were like, "Oh yeah, no, yeah." Like all of us.
That happened multiple episodes for sure. That's good.
Shouts out Gus though, dude.
Oh, big
Very
shouts out,
smart
Gus.
guy.
That's my guy.
Living out in Seattle. Soon to be the owner of one Jake Gardner.
Damn.
After an expansion
It's a
draft.
cool piece.
And one Nick Suzuki.
Some Canes fans would shoot your fade for that statement.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
watch out. Did we do it though?
I think we might have done it.
Dylan, did we do it?
I think we did.
Did we clear enough time?
Oh yeah.
Like
oh,
fuck. Jacob,
What's up, dog?
where can they get us if they want to discuss their interest in adult entertainment?
Dude, if you want to send us your favorite red guest, hit us up at Talkin Sauce Pod. No underscore respect.
Oh, great.
The underscore.
Get added porn clips.
Dude, any interactions are good interactions.
I'm just all
dude.
about those impressions.
If you're watching, please listen. All the streaming platforms, Spotify, Apple Music, maybe Google. You can get us on YouTube.
Apple catches up.
Apple catches up
They catch
eventually.
up. Eventually. Just not on release day.
Not on release
Fuck
day,
us.
dude. It's like Hulu and any show.
Damn.
If you're watching, like, subscribe. Scrum every Wednesday, podcast every Monday, video for both. You can get me at JCobb, JAY_COBBB. Josh.
At Thieves, TEABZZ.
Dylan.
You can find me on Twitter at DEddyT. That's D_EDDY_T.